When it comes to bottle feeding your baby, there are a variety of methods out there. I primarily work with breastfed babies, so I always teach paced bottle feeding. This is a great way to transition back and forth between the breast, but I also think it's great for all babies because it allows them to better understand their own hunger and satiation cues. However, when I first teach it, the baby is usually in an upright reclined position like this. Not all babies love this and not all parents love this. In this video, I'm going to teach you how to do paced bottle feeding using a side lying position. There's a lot of benefits to this position and I hope that you'll love it. But before we get started, if you have any questions about bottle feeding a breastfed baby or need some recommendations for bottles, hit the pause button and grab my free bottle feeding guide for breastfed babies, which is in the description for this video. My name is Katie Clark, and I'm an international board certified lactation consultant. I love helping families to breastfeed their baby in whatever way that looks, and often that includes bottles. As I mentioned, paced bottle feeding is my preferred method for bottle feeding a breastfed baby. It typically takes a little bit longer and allows your baby to not just chug the bottle down and get overfilled. It can also help to switch back and forth between the bottle and the breast a little bit easier. Side lying is a method that you can use combined with paced bottle feeding. This can be a great method for a variety of babies. For one, it is more physiologically similar to feeding at the breast because the baby is in a position like they would be at the breast. So like you would feed like this at the breast. With side lying, we have the baby like this, or you can have them on a pillow this way. It can also be great for babies that are reflexy. We find that they sometimes respond to this more easily than if they are more reclined and seated like this. Because we often use pillows with this position, you also can take a little bit of weight off your arm, which can be easier as your baby gets heavier. I also just find that it's more comfortable overall for both mom and whoever is feeding them. To do side lying, usually you are going to want to have your baby elevated. So you don't want to just like put them down on your side like this, just because that's not how we breastfeed, and that is also not ideal for feeding behaviors. Typically, I will say lift up your leg like this, and you can have the baby propped up a little bit, or you can just use a pillow. So you can either put the baby on the pillow this way and have them kind of pointing more down towards you. And this way, some people like this because they can see the baby's face more easily. You can also just have the pillow off to the side for your arm and have the baby be more elevated this way. So I'm going to show you just so you can see in this video a couple of different ways. So this is going to be the position where you have your arm on a pillow, your legs a little bit elevated. So you'll have the baby start sucking on the bottle like I typically recommend without any milk on it. This can help to be similar to waiting for a letdown. After about 10 seconds, you can prop the bottle or tip the bottle up to be horizontal. We still want to keep it horizontal, which helps with the paced bottle feeding, and then let the baby start to feed this way. It may take a little bit of time to get used to this, but I find most babies respond to it well. Some people find that in the beginning, if a baby is having a little bit of trouble coordinating the bottle and they have a faster flow, this allows the milk to more easily dribble out of their mouth. I don't find that that is like the top benefit of using this, but it's something to consider. If you want to have the baby more this way, just kind of the bottle in front of you where you're not even having to have your arm around the baby, so you can have your arm free to get a drink or to help another child. You can have them like this on the pillow, and I will turn to the side so you can see this better. So they are still elevated. We want them to have that elevation rather than just being straight on like this, just because that's not ideal. So have them like this. You'll do the similar, have them suck on the nipple if you want, tip it up and have the bottle horizontal. You can definitely switch the baby from side to side partway through just to help with side preferences. But I find most babies respond to this really well, and I've had moms tell me that their baby did so much better in this position than in a more traditional hold like this. Obviously, there's no ideal position for bottle feeding, but hopefully this will give you another one to have in your arsenal that you can try out with your baby. I've seen some babies go from refusing the bottle to taking it a little bit more easily in this position as well. If you have any questions, drop them below. And otherwise, I would love to invite you to join my fuss-free first-year breastfeeding community. It has dozens of videos, a private support forum, and much, much more to help guide you from the first latch to last. I want to help you overcome the frustration that often comes with breastfeeding by giving you actionable videos to help you with whatever you're going through. So if you're interested in that, just go to the description of the video and sign up. Otherwise, hit the subscribe button, and hopefully I'll see you in another video soon.